As we're about to get underway, the lights start flashing. Who's going to be starting off that pole position? It's going to be young Kano Della. Next to him, it looks like, I believe, that's going to be Tyler Scott in the 08. The 6 of Jackson Goodwin. Next to him, it's going to be Amber Shaw, Summer Shaw. And at the rear of the field, Regan Holland to round us all out. All up to the Chief Steward next door to call the green light. As we get the young guns of the sport, loud pedals at the ready, off we trot down the main straight away into turns 1 and 2. Kane Della with a good start there in the number 95. Tyler Scott on his rear. He's sitting in comfortable second place. So does Amber Shaw, absolutely flying around Jackson Goodwin in the number 6. Then we go back to Summer Shaw. And of course at the rear of the field in the number 8 is Regan Holland. That's going to be one lap done and dusted. Kano Della, our race leader at the moment. Tyler Scott sitting comfortably in second. Sitting comfortably in third is Amber Shaw, absolutely putting in a red hot effort. Then we go back to Jackson Goodwin, and Summer Shaw's trying to find a way if she can catch up to Jackson. Maybe try and find a way around. Lap traffic becoming an issue on lap number 2. Kane Della nice and easily around. High side for Tyler Scott, and then Amber Shaw in the number 4. Then we go back, bit of a bump there from Jackson Goodwin. You're not coming past me anytime soon. And then Summer Shaw going back a little bit further. Pretty equal distance between most of the drivers out here at the moment. Young guns of the sport, junior sedans. Kane O'Della, Tyler Scott, Amber Shaw, our top 3 out there at the moment, putting in a red hot crack around the Boise's equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway, which is, of course, the red dirt track of the Goldfields. Jackson Goodwin down the main straight into 1 and 2. Here comes Amber Shaw as well. Kane Della absolutely throwing it around 3 and 4. Now into 1 and 2 off the main street of Kalgoorlie. Tyler Scott not far behind him. Not far behind him as well is going to be Amber Shaw. And, of course, lap traffic of Regan Holland, putting a magnificent effort on the red peas, which means they are pretty new to the sport, just like car peas on the road. You go to red, you go to green, and then you throw them all out all together like the rest of our junior sedans. Kane Della, nice pass around, a bit of lap traffic there of Jackson Goodwin and Summer Shaw. He's absolutely flying around the show. He's loving being back able to drive as Kane Della flies it on round the turn number 4, main street of Kalgoorlie. He runs into 1 and 2. Tyler Scott also in the mix too. Then we go back to Amber Shaw. Top 3 out there. We go back to 4 and 5. Bit closer between these two. Summer Shaw trying to find a way around young Jackson Goodwin. We might be able to get it here on the back straightaway. We'll soon find out as we go into 3 and 4. We're going 3 wide around 3 and 4 for our junior sedans. Tyler Scott on the outside, Jackson Goodwin on the inside. Looks like Summer Shaw is going to be able to get the pass as her older sister Amber Shaw actually passes her as she's lapped traffic. But the checkered flag is done for our young star of Kane Della. He's absolutely flying. He can't wait to get into Streeties, I believe, to race his older brother. But yes, Kane Della's going to round us out for our leading position and finishing position. Tyler Scott in the second. Then we head back to Amber Shaw, Summer Shaw, Jackson Goodwin, and then we go back to Regan Holland. That is going to round out our first event for tonight of the junior sedans. Street Stock's up next. We'll see you soon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, of course, we're going to switch things up, make my life a bit more difficult. I'm not used to this way around just quite yet, but we'll go in the opposite direction. Streeties, out they come. But as I said before, I'll hand out this text to win number, so be sure to get out your mobile phones and lock in this number to go in the draw to win some prizes. This number is 0487541505. That number again is 0487541505. That is the text to win question. I'll have to start thinking of a question, but as we get our street stocks pushed off, or we'll see who it is. It's going to be Mitchell Hamill. He's actually got a passenger in there tonight. One of my good mates, Regan Carter. He's in the passenger seat. I feel sorry for him driving with Mitchell. But yes, Mitchell Hamill is going to start it off out the front. 31, which is going to be Tristan Strote. Sitting comfortably behind. Lockie Della on that high line. We'll see how he gets it going very shortly. Jack Baumel and the number 16. He's going to be absolutely flying around this red dirt circuit. He loves the red dirt, loves his loud pedal as well. 609 of Jamie Goodwin, and of course the 33, which is going to be Travis Moynihan. And a late comer. Who's this going to be? This is going to be Dean Shaw. Of course, he's going to be better late than never, but he's going to have a red-hot crack to catch up to the rest of the pack. But pretty sure we're going to go green this time around. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Straight stocks out into the red dirt circuit, which we call the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Where's Shorey going to sit? He's going to sit comfortably in number 3. Looks like I'm going to have to do 2 jobs up here as we get racing underway. It's going to be Lockie Della off to a good start there. Then we head back to Mitchell Hamill. And on the outside away, who's that going to be? That's going to be Jamie Goodwin. Absolutely flying up to that leading position now. Past Lockie Della in the 195. We go back to Dean Shaw, Mitchell Hamill with Regan in the car. 33 of Travis Moynihan in the mix too. Jack Baumel from the back. As we fly it on around, who's this going to be? It's going to be Tristan Strote at the rear of the field as well. As we go back to our race leaders around 1 and 2, we fly now into the back straightaway. That's going to be Jamie Goodwin in the 609. Lockie Della sitting in that comfortably second spot. Then we go back to Dean Shaw. He's absolutely flying around the red dirt circuit. Here comes Jack Baumel though. He loves his high line. He's going to try get that 3 spot. So we fly it on around, have to keep things going. 2 jobs up here is pretty hard. But it makes it easier when you sort of know who's out into the track. I know who's in the lead though. That's going to be Jamie Goodwin in the 609. Absolutely flying around our red dirt circuit. Flying around, of course, is going to be the 195 of Lockie Della as well. We go back to Dean Shaw and Jack Baumel. Those are about the 2 closest races we got into the track now. Jack Baumel up on that high line. He's absolutely loving life. We go down the back straightaway, loses a bit of ground in the cushion. Then we go to our front runner, which is still going to be Jamie Goodwin. He's actually racing in the production sedans too. As we go, then we go back to Lockie Della, Dean Shaw, and of course Jack Baumel. And of course the 33 is going to be Travis Moynihan in the mix too. And of course at the rear of the field, that is of course going to be Tristan Strote, with Mitchell Hamill and Regan Carter in the car with Mitchell as his passenger. Back at our front runner though, not quite sure how many laps we've done and dusted, but Jamie Goodwin, he's absolutely flying around here at the moment. Jamie Goodwin. Then we go back to Lockie Della. And of course, these are about the closest races we got so far. Dean Shaw and Jack Baumel not giving up 1 second at a time. Bumper to bumper down the main straightaway. Not giving up. He's going to try the high line again. Is it going to work out this time? Bit of a bump on the back. We're going towards the wall. We better straighten it up. We straightened it up. Jack Baumel get a bit of ground there. Passing flag comes out for Mitchell Hamill. These two races at the middle of the field. Here comes Jack Baumel up on the inside away. Is he going to be able to pass Dean Shaw? Dean Shaw, Jack Baumel, who's going to get it down the main straight? And of course, it's going to be Dean Shaw. He's absolutely flying. He's not giving up without a crack. He's saying, Jack, you're not getting past me anytime soon. I'm staying in this position. No, he's not. Here comes Jack Baumel, almost side by side down the back straight away into 3 and 4 we run. Jamie Goodwin still in the lead though. Jack Baumel up on the high line. What's happened to Lockie Della? He smacked it on the infield. Here comes Dean Shaw. Jack Baumel in the mix too. And then we go back to the 33 of Travis Moynihan. He's also flying around the track as well. Then we go back to Tristan Strout and Mitchell Hamill. But we go back to these races, absolutely flying, absolutely battling it out here at the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Dean Shaw, Jack Baumel past Mitchell Hamill on the inside of turns number 3 and 4. Jack Baumel's got a bit more of a distance to catch up now. White flag is out. We've got one more lap left. Almost a quarter of a lap now for our race winner, which is going to be Jamie Goodwin. Not quite sure what happened to Lockie Della in the 195. Who's going to get it? Maybe it's Mitchell on the inside, Jack on the inside. But no, it's going to be Dean Shaw to round out our second spot. Jack Baumel in that 3 spot. Then we go back to Travis. Who is it? That's Travis Moynihan in the 33. Tristan Strout in the 31. And of course, Mitchell Hamill and Regan Carter. They're going to round us out as our street stocks race. I do not want to do the camera and talk at the same time. I've got 2 different jobs to do up here. Don't know where my cameraman went. But yes, that is going to round us out for the street stocks. Up next is, of course, going to be our late models. They are always a fun one. They know where the loud pedal is. Of course, David Boyes and Sean Cubbage, Lionel Kirkby as well. They know where the loud pedal is indeed. But yes, that's going to round out street stock. Round number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a lovely time so far. So I believe we've got our first text to win question locked and loaded. I'll just let everyone get their mobile phones out and ready to go. Looks like we're going to have a Supermod, but that's alright. We can get this text to win question underway. Hopefully you got your phones out by now. I'll say this number one last time. I'll start her off easy, but the number is 0487 541 505. And this question, starting off easy, is: who won the first junior sedan round tonight in round number 1? Event number 1, first race of the night. Who won it? Leave your name and the answer. Not going to tell you what it is, but I know what it is. But yes, that is your question. Who won round number 1 for our junior sedans, young guns of the sport? Be sure to text them through. Already got them coming through now. Be sure to leave your name, so I know who to call out the winner and, of course, the answer. Number 5, who's this going to be? Number 5 of Sean Larry. He's a late starter there. We'll soon find out. Just for that text to win question. If you get the name right and, of course, his number, I'll bump you up to the top of the list to be that winner. But yes, that is your question. Who won the first junior sedan round? Be sure to text that through to win one of these awesome prizes up here. But for now, we'll get back to racing when it starts up again. That's going to be the late models. So stay tuned. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is right. We're about to get underway for our late models out into the track now. As we get Black Betty back onto the infield. 3 late models out there at the moment. Who's it going to be starting off that pole position? Looks like it's going to be our VP of Sean Cubbage. David Boys on the outside. This is going to be a race to watch. And of course Lionel Kirkby at the back of the rear, at the back of the pack, the rear of the field. Jumbling up me words here. As we get the lights to flicker, we're about to get underway. As we go green down the main straightaway, who's it going to be out of turn number 1? As we go into turn number 1, it's going to be, of course, David Boys on the outside of Sean Cubbage. Here comes Lionel Kirby in the mix too. Who's it going to be out of the back straightaway into 3 and 4? Lionel, Sean, and of course, David Boys at the front of the pack. 3 late models out and about. We're absolutely going strong, going green around the red dirt arena. David Boys throwing it hard into 1 and 2. Sean Cubbage throwing it hard as well. He's got to catch up to David Boys. He absolutely loves this track. And Lionel Kirkby at the rear of the field in the number 13, Green Monster. He's absolutely dipped up and diving around the red dirt circuit on his loud pedal through turns number 1 and 2. Into the back straightaway now. Back streets of Boulder. 3 and 4. We run for our race leader, David Boys. Then we go back to Sean Cubbage. 1 and 2. And of course 3 to round us all out for our late models. It's going to be Lionel Kirkby in the number 13. Nice and easy as we fly it on around 1 and 2. Back straightaway. Into 3 and 4, we're absolutely flying. Loud pedals going to the floor very quickly. Laps going down also very fast. David Boys, and then we go back to Sean Cubbage. And of course Lionel Kirby tear off, coming off. Bit muddy out there, bit dry looking as well, tearing up the track. David Boys, he's absolutely flying out in front. He's got a few car legs between him, half a corner I'd say at that. Just about a whole straight. Bit of a bump there from the rear of the field. That's going to be Lionel Kirby against David Boys. Not able to catch up very soon though. As we fly on around still. Someone's done a motor. I couldn't hear who it was, but someone's done a motor in the pits or something in the last race, as I hear over the 2-way. David Boys, and then we go back to Sean Cummins. Lionel Kirkby in the rear of the field as well. 3 late models out and about here in the Goldfields for our production challenge and Supermods tonight. All pretty even around it. Not quite any passing going on here. It'd be good if we had 1 more or 2 more late models, but 3's good enough here in the Goldfields. David Boys, he's absolutely loving it as he does this whole Speedway venue. That's why we call it the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. David Boys, Sean Cummage, Lionel Kirby. 1 more lap to run, coming around for our race leader, which is going to be David Boys. David Boys coming around, turn number 4 now. Main straightaway, white flag is down. Checker flag is going to be at the ready for the next time around. 3/4 of a lap to run for our race winner, race leader, David Boys. And then we head back to Sean Cubbage and Lionel Kirby at the rear of the field. David Boys, checkered flag, swinging proud. Down the main straight, it's of course going to be David Boys to win it for the late models, event number 3 for tonight. And then we go back to Sean Cubbage and Lionel Kirby to round us all out. And yes, that is going to round us out for event number 3. I'm going to say we have a winner for this text to win. It's not very hard considering it was only 2 races ago that the question was, with that question, of course, being who won the first junior round. And of course, the answer was indeed Kane Della, and his number was indeed 95. So our winner for this text to win question is going to be Poppy Marlowe. You would have just received a slim text message saying you've won. So feel free to come up to the commentary box and receive your prize. But I'm sorry if I'm talking, but you can wait at the back till I stop talking. But yes, it's going to be Poppy Marlowe to win us for the first round of text to win questions. I'll give you that number once again. It's going to be 0487 541 505. That's the question. Stay tuned for more very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Production sedans coming out very soon. Nope, we've got 2 event number 3s. Yep, that's all right. Production sedans coming out for their first round for tonight. But for now, we'll sit back, relax, and enjoy. Forgot to turn my mic on as we go green around turn number 4. Who's going to get the good start? Number 19 of Josh Stewart. Absolutely flying to the front. We got the double O. That's, of course, going to be Hamish McAlpine sitting in comfortably second spot. We go back a bit further of the pack. They're bunched up together. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the number 17 of Neville Manstead. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. We'll come down the main straightaway now into 1 and 2. It's going to be 91 also of Brett South. As we fly it on around, Tips and Turban into 1 and 2. 39 in the mix too. 39, maybe it's 28 of Jason Whitehead. I can't really see from here. 24 is also in the mix. That's going to be Jamie Goodwin doing 2 races. 1 heads for the wall. Who's this going to be? That's going to be Dan Buckland straight for the wall. We're still going green. He's going in the opposite direction. As we bring on the yellow lights, of course. Who's it going to be? That's going to be the number 14. That number 14 of Dan Buckland going to bring it on. But my, what a race indeed there by Josh Stewart. He was a magnificent start. Start number 2 for our production sedans. Who's it going to be? Conat start, single file as we go down the main straightaway. Green, green, green. All goes into 1 and 2. Josh Stewart in the number 19. Hamish McAlpine. Then we go back to, it's going to be Neville Manstead. As we fly it on around, we're going to get jumbled up here. Who's it going to be? That's going to be the number 91 of Brett South in the mix too. Here comes the number 28 of Jason Whitehead. He wants a bar of it as well. 24 up the high side. That's, of course, going to be Jamie Goodwin. And here comes 25 of Rob Borden with the number 14 of Dan Buckland in the mix too. As we fly it on around to our back straightaway, it's still going to be Jason Whitehead. Hamish McAlpine in the mix too. One One's facing the wrong way on the infield, but we're still going green. He's on the infield. He's out the way. Josh Stewart, number 19, absolutely putting in a pearler of an effort. Down into 3 and 4. Hamish McAlpine not giving up so easily, gaining a bit of room there. We go back to third place, which is going to be number 91 of Brett South. Don't know where Neville Manstead got to. I believe he might be in 3 or 4, but here comes 91 of Brett South. And Jason Whitehead for that 3 and 4. Will goes over to see what's wrong with Dan Buckland. As we fly it on around, we're still going green, green, green. Rob Borden down the back straight away, getting a bit of passing there. Here comes the 24 of Jamie Goodwin. He's putting in a red hot crack. Oh, what's happened to Josh Stewart? He pulled to the infield. That leaves Hamish McAlpine, our race leader at the moment. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart is lagging behind. Then we go back to the number 91 of Brett South. He's going to slip it up to that second spot. And, of course, the 28 of Jason Whitehead's going to snag the third now. Rob Borden in the mix too. And then we go back to, I believe that's Neville Manstead. There he is. And behind him, it's going to be the 24 of Jamie Goodwin. We are dipped up and diving around the red dirt circuit, which we call the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Hamish McAlpine, he knows this track. He absolutely loves it. He's in the double O. We go back to 2 and 3. They're a bit closer together. That's going to be Brett South and 28 of Jason Whitehead. One more lap to run for these production sedan drivers out into the track. As we fly it around, here comes Hamish McAlpine. As he passes that white flag, Jason Whitehead got a bit topsy-turvy on 3 and 4. He loses a bit of ground. That allows Brett South to gain a bit of room. Robert Borden in the mix too. He's sitting comfortably in 4, but the checkered flag's out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hamish McAlpine in the double O. He's going to win the first round of production sedans. Then we go back to the number 91 of Brett South and Jason Whitehead to round us out. Rob Borden, Neville Manstead, and of course the 24 of Jamie Goodwin with the number 14 and number 14 and number 19, 14 and 19. Josh Stewart is a DNF along with Dan Buckland. But that is going to round out round number 1 of our production sedans. Stay tuned for the next one. This is the one we've been waiting for. It is, of course, our Supermods. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Five Supermods is the start for round number 1. Who's it going to be on the outside, on the inside? Try catch some numbers. Number 6, of course, is Darren Smith. On the outside of him, the yellow lights start flashing. We're getting ready to rock and roll. Number 6, of course, Darren Smith. 36, seen a 6 in there somewhere. David Guy. 14 of Lance Beaver. 12 and 5. 12 of Grant Campbell and Sean Lenry. 5 Supermods on the track. Pace car hasn't got his lights on. Oh my. Poor Gwill. Maybe it's, nope, it's not Gwill. Never mind. Disregard that one. About to get underway here at the red dirt circuit of the Goldfields, which we call the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Supermods about to kick off out of turn number 4 down the main straight. Green, green, green as we go down the main straightaway now. Foot's on the loud pedal. Who's going to get to the good start? It's going to be the number 6 of Darren Smith. He's going to get the ripper start out of turn number 1 and 2. We run. We go back to 36, which is going to be David Guy, of course, around the outside. See you later. It's going to be Lance Beaver. He knows where he wants to be. He wants to be up the front runner. Who's in the mix too? We've got a 12 as well, Grant Campbell. Down the main straightaway we run, but our race leader is going to be Grant Campbell. Then we go back to the number 6 of Darren Smith in the mix. As we go back to 5, Sean Lenry. Apologies if that name is wrong. As we go back to second place, which is going to be Sean Lenry. We got a bit of battle between 3 and 4. Who's going to get the good one, though? Maybe it's the 36. Maybe it's the 14. I'm going to say it's the 14 of Lance Beaver. 6 drops back. That's going to be Darren Smith. At the rear of the field, it's going to be David Guy. But my, oh my, look at this guy at the front. Who is it? It's going to be the number 12 of Grant Campbell. He's got his foot on the loud pedal. He knows where he wants to be. He wants to be up the front. Absolutely flying, tipping and turning into 1 and 2 off the main straightaway. And then we go back to 14 of Lance Beaver. Number 6, which is going to be Darren Smith. He's in the mix too. There's your top 3 out there at the moment. There's a light. There's a car with their lights on. Yep, thank you. You already know the drill by now. Back to racing. Around 3 and 4 we run. Main straightaway 1 and 2 for our race leader though. He's putting in a red hot crack with his loud pedal. That's going to be Grant Campbell in the number 12. Here come the rest of the pack into 1 and 2. It's of course going to be the number 14 of Lance Beaver, I believe, in that second spot now. It of course is. We go back to 3, which is going to be Darren Smith in the number 6. But here comes 36. He's not giving up without a fight. It's going to be, the 36 of David Guy. At the rear of the field, of course, it's going to be Sean Lenry. We're almost going to become, he's almost going to become lap traffic very soon if this guy keeps up. Grant Campbell in the number 12. He knows how to race one of these Supermods. He's going to be one to watch out for this feature race coming on later. Grant Campbell. Then we go back to Darren. Nope, it's not Darren Smith. It's the number 14 of Lance Beaver. Then we go back to Darren Smith. And, of course, the 36 of David Guy. What's going on here? He might be pulling to the infield. He might be OUT out of this race. He might be just letting him pass. So I reckon he's letting him pass. That's Sean Lenry. They're around 1 and 2. Into the main straightaway now. Into 1 and 2. We've run for the rest of the pack. Here we go. We might get a pass on the outside by the number 36 of David Guy. Around the 14 of Lance Beaver. Is he going to get it though? Has his car got enough power? Bit of a bump there from the curb. Bit of a bump there. He hits the curb. That's alright. We're still going green. He knows what he's doing. 1 lap to run. 1.5 to lap. 1.5 laps to run for our race leader though of Grant Campbell. We go back to where the action is though. With 2 and 3. We're bumper to bumper down the back straight. What's going to happen in 3 and 4? 1 more lap to run for our race leader. We go back to 3 and 4, which is, of course, going to be David Guy and Daryl Smith. Never mind, it's not Daryl Smith. It's Lance Beaver in the number 14. But where's our race leader? He's coming around 3 and 4 now. 3 and 4 out of 4, out of 3 out of 4 into the main street of Kalgoorlie to greet that white and black checkered flag. Give it up for Grant Campbell in the number 12. We're still going green for the rest of the pack though. Who's this going to come around? Number 36 of David Guy. 14 of Lance Beaver. Then we head to the number 6 of Darren Smith. And to round us all out, that is going to be Sean Lenry to round us out for our Supermods. I think I need a drink of water after. I don't think I took one breath in there. But yes, that is going to round us out for round number 1 here at the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway. First round of Supermods. Coming up next is the young guns of the sport. Be sure to listen out for that text to win number. Hope you're having a lovely time out here at the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to have a quick sip of water. Someone that didn't win the Texter wins last week just messaged me. Bet you didn't thought I'd make it back, but I'm here, buddy. I'm ready to rumble. Yes, of course, everyone is ready to rumble here in the Goldfields, the red dirt track, which we call the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Young guns of the sport out into the track now. 3 and 4, we are on main straightaway. We call the greens. Pace car parked up. Green, green, green down the main straightaway. Who's going to jump out from the outside at the rear? It's going to be young Kane O'Della. He's going to go straight to the front around the outside though. Who's it going to be up the front though? Bit of a bump there from Tyler Scott. Not quite sure what happened there. Kane Della around the outside of Summer Shaw, Amber Shaw, Jamie Goodwin. And, of course, Tyler Scott with Regan Holland at the rear of the field. But here comes our race leader, though. He's absolutely flying. He knows this track like the back of his hand. It's going to be the number 95 of Kane Della. Summer Shaw with Amber Shaw passing around her younger sister quite nicely in turns 1 and 2. Then we go back to Jamie Goodwin in the number... Jackson Goodwin in the number 6. Not Jamie. My apologies there. Oh. Street stock's going reverse again, just getting me more comfortable with going reverse direction. But we got junior sedans out here at the moment. Kane O'Della, he's still our race leader though. Then we head back to the number 4 of Amber Shaw, Summer Shaw in the mix too. The top 3 out there. We go back to 4 and 5. It's of course going to be Jackson Goodwin and Tyler Scott in the 08. He's going to come on around the outside. Is it going to work though? Side by side, out of turn 4 we run. He's going to get that pass. He's going to slip up to... looks like 4th place now. Nice and easily he runs around the red dirt circuit. Loving the red dirt. Kane Della still our race leader though. Then we head back to Amber Shaw. Amber Shaw in the number 4. Absolutely flying down the main straight. 1 and 2 she runs. Her younger sister slowly joins. It's going to be Summer Shaw in the mix too. Sitting comfortably in that 3rd place now. Amber Shaw is hunting down Kane Della. She's not giving up without a fight. She wants that podium finish tonight. Kane Della says, nope, you're not getting it tonight. I'm going to stay in the front where I'm comfortable. Here comes Summer Shaw in the pink 3 car. They had Tyler Scott in the 08. Then we go back to the number 6 of Jackson Goodwin. And Regan Holland, which is on turns 3 and 4. But the distance between our 2 front runners is closing quite quickly. Amber Shaw's foot on the loud pedal. Don't know what Kane's doing. He's slipping up a little bit, allowing Amber Shaw to catch up. Not quite sure how many laps we've done. I know we've done a few. Kane Della, Amber Shaw. I'd say about a car length between them now as we go around turn number 4. Main straightaway, Main Street of Kalgoorlie. Into 1 and 2, Kane Della, Amber Shaw, Summer Shaw, Tyler Scott, Jackson Goodwin and Regan Holland. Our young guns on the spot, but out on the back straightaway, look at this. Amber Shaw maybe trying to go underneath Kane Della. Not quite sure if it's going to work. It looked like it was going to work for a second, but no. Back to 1 and 2 they go. Apparently it's the last lap according to the Chief Steward. He didn't even know himself. Zeke probably told him he does the timing here. Kane Della, then we go back to Amber Shaw, Summer Shaw, Tyler Scott, Jackson Goodwin, and of course Regan Holland. But down the main straightaway, white flag is out. White flag's going past, it's waving now. We're absolutely flying around 1 and 2. Here comes Amber Shaw on the inside. Is she going to be able to get a pass? It looks like she will be. Kane Della's not going to be happy with this one. Almost side by side down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 we run. Who's going to get at the inside or the low side? Or low side or the high side. Bit of a bump there. Get out my way, Kane Della. It's going to be close down to the line. But looks like Amber Shaw is going to steal it from young Kane Della. Only just though. Amber Shaw, absolutely brilliant work there. Amber Shaw, Kane Della. Then we head back to Summer Shaw, Tyler Scott, Jackson Goodwin, and Regan Holland to round us out for our junior sedans round number 2. I must say that was a magnificent effort from Amber Shaw in the number 4 to get that pass on turn number 2 and keep it for the back straight 3 and 4 and to just steal it from Kane Della. My young guns of the sport, they're absolutely going to be brilliant when they're older, racing more powerful cars. But that's going to round us out for our junior sedans. And then we head to street stocks going in the opposite direction. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. What? What do you say? No one cares. Whoop. Left my mic on. Whoops. We're about to kick off round number 2 for our street stocks. Who's going to be off the starting? Looks like it's going to be young Jack Baumel on the outside of, I believe, I can't see the number. We're about to go green in the opposite direction again, down the main straight. Who's it going to be? Travis Moynihan in the 33. Looks like it is indeed. Yes, it is the 33. Around turns number 1 and 2. Back straight we run. Jack Baumel straight to the lead in the number 16 yellow car. Who's that going to be? That's Dean Shaw. Then we head back to Travis Moynihan. Then we go to Jamie Goodwin in the 609, who's also in the mix too. The 31, that's going to be Tristan Strout, Mitchell Hamill, and then 32 at the rear of the field is Ben Ferris to round us out for our, not junior sedan, street stocks. For round number 2, Jack Baumel slipping and sliding into turns 3 and 4. Main straight away we run. Main straight to Kalgoorlie, Jack Baumel, Dean Shaw, Travis Moynihan. Then we go back to Jamie Goodwin, smack the wall with his ass end. He going strong though. And then we go back to Tristan Strout in the 31. Mitchell Hamill with Regan in the car in his passenger seat. Ben Ferris slips into 6th place. I should probably keep count of how many cars there are. But of course it's still going to be Jack Barnwell, our race leader. Then we head back to Dean Shaw, then Travis Moynihan, Jamie Goodwin to round out our top 4. Tristan Strout in the mix too, Ben Ferris, Mitchell Hamill. Those are your street stocks out into the track at the moment. The red dirt circuit of the Goldfields, which is the Boise's equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Jack Barnwell slipping and sliding around 1 and 2. Back streets of Boulder now. Back straight away. Then we head to Dean Shaw. Dean Shaw after that, it's going to be Travis Moynihan in the 33. Those are your top 3. I don't think it's going to change much, but here comes Travis Moynihan. Is he going to be able to get a pass on, Travis Moynihan, where is he? Is he going to be able to pass Dean Shaw around 1 and 2, not 3 and 4, 1 and 2 we run. As we fly it on around, still going to be Jack Baumel, our race leader. Then we head back to Dean Shaw, Travis Moynihan, Jamie Goodwin, Tristan Strout, Ben Ferris and Mitchell Hamill at the rear of the field. We're going strong though. We might go green, white to checkered. Full race indeed for our street stocks out into the track. Ben Ferris down the main straight in the 32. Here comes Mitchell Hamill and Regan Carter. He's probably loving life in there. Here comes our race leader, which is of course going to be number 16 of Jack Barnwell, Dean Shaw in the 4, Travis Moynihan. Those are your top 3. I don't think it's going to change much, to be honest. Jamie Goodwin also bracing in production sedans as well. He's putting in a red hot crack. He's making it worth his while. Tristan Stroud sitting comfortably in that 5th position. Ben Ferris, of course, in the 32. I don't know how his car's staying white, to be honest. Mitchell Hamill in the green and orange looking thing. As we fly it on around, Jack Barmel's got 1.5 laps to run. Jack Baumel, then we go back to Dean Shaw. The distance between him and Travis Moynihan has grown. And then we head to Jamie Goodwin, Tristan Strout, Jack Baumel down the main straight. He gets the white flag. 1 more to run for round number 2 for our street stocks here in the Goldfields. Jack Baumel, then we go back to Dean Shaw, Travis Moynihan, Jamie Goodwin, Tristan Strout getting a bit sideways. Then we head to Ben Ferris and Mitchell Hamill. Here comes our race leader. He's going to gain that checkered flag. Not 2 wins for tonight. His first win for tonight. That's going to be Jack Baumel, and then Jack Baumel. Dean Shaw to round out second place. Travis Moynihan to round out that top 3. Jamie Goodwin, Tristan Strout, Ben Ferris, and of course young Mitchell Hamill to round us all out to finish round number 2 of our street stocks out in the Goldfields as the yellow light comes on. I can have a break. Yes, Ian Thompson, you probably did hear me whispering. I accidentally left me mic on, but yep, we get that sometimes. But yes, that's going to round out our street stocks late models coming out to the track next. Stay tuned for that one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Hope you're enjoying. Maybe it was Lockie Della that had that car issue because he's driving the pace car now. He can't get off this track. He jumps out of one race car, jumps into the pace car. What can't we get him out of? But here come our late models out to the track. David Boys starting off the leading now. Oh, looks like we're only going to have 2 of these bad boys. Late models, Sean Cubbage and David Boys. Lionel Kirby. He's not going to make it out. I don't think he's racing for the rest of the night, but I'm not too sure as we run it off now. Maybe. So he stays still on the main straight. What are you doing? Not quite sure what's going on here. Sean Cubbage, David Boys at opposite ends of the field. David Boys off to a great start there. Not quite sure what Sean Cubbage is doing. He's taking it slow around 3 and 4, 1 and 2 now. Might just get a microphone out so our live stream people can hear the roar that these loud pedals make here at the Goldfields as we fly it on around David Boys. Then we head back to Sean Cubbage. Only 2 races out there at the moment now. Which mic's that? That was the red one. We're still going nice and strong though. David Boys on the backside. Just starting the opposite ends of the track now. David Boys, Sean Cubbage, our VP out there in the number 7. Doesn't matter if we've only got 2 late models, they still put on a magnificent show here in the Goldfields in the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Oh, last lap 90. Doing a short one this one since there's only 2. David Boys down the main straight with the white flag into 1 and 2. He runs. Sean Cubbage into 3 and 4. Just getting a bit of practice on the red dirt circuit in the Goldfield. Sean Cubbage down the main straight into 1 and 2 now. Checkered flag at the ready for David Boys though. Turn number 4, main straightaway. He's going to get it, getting in a bit of practice here in the Goldfields. And here comes Sean Cubbage as well. Yes, that's going to round out the late models. Doing a nice quick one there. Nice quick one there indeed for our late models. Production sedans coming out next. We'll go the correct way around this time. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tune into 93.1 FM if you're here at the track. But of course, if you're not, tell your friends and family to jump on our Facebook page. We are currently live for the Supermods and Production Challenge. We are halfway, well, almost all the way through round number 2. We still got round 3, of course, intermission, and then the all-important feature races at the end of the night. But for now, we'll be right back when the productions hit the track. Ladies and gentlemen. As it looks like Hamish McAlpine's going to be the first one out. I believe I do have another text to win question, just like the last one. Let's see if anyone remembers. I'll let you get your phones out. That text to win number is still 0487 541 505. And the question is, who won the first round of Supermods? Nice easy one as well. We'll start to get harder as we get later and later. But who won the first round of Supermods? I need the name of the driver and the number. Text it through to 0487 541 505. That's your text to win question for the second time tonight. We already got one so far. And yes, your name, the name of the driver and the number of the driver. As the production starts to get ready, we're locked and loaded, ready to rock and roll very soon. Yeah, a bit of a oopsie by Jamie Goodwin. Got in the wrong car. That's why we're about a bit of a standstill. He's got his 609 street. Was it street stock or was it production? Street. Oh no, where's my sheet? My sheet's here somewhere. Yeah, street stock. He's got his 609 and 24. He's driving in the production, so he got in the wrong car. Not quite the thing you'd expect, getting in the wrong car, but. We'll give him a break. He's got to get his kid ready for the juniors. Then he's got to go in the street stocks, and then he's got to go in the production. So we'll give him a break for that one. Text messages coming on, flying. Yes, we'll announce it very soon. After this race, perhaps. But stay tuned. Production's coming out. Oh, he's coming apparently. He's coming. Maybe. Can't see him yet. Don't know. Is he coming? Well, he must be since the pace car's pushing off. Who's going to be Hamish McAlpine, number 91 of Brett South. 19, which is going to be Josh Stewart. Is that, I think that's Jason Whitehead. Yep, Jason Whitehead. Rob Borden, here he comes. Better late than never. Jamie Goodwin in the number 24 car. And green down the main straightaway. Hamish McAlpine with a good start there. Josh Stewart on the red, on the loud pedal as well. So we fly it on around. Dust starts to fly. Who's that on the outside? Brett South, Jason Whitehead, Rob Borden, and Jamie Goodwin at the rear of the field. Nice and easily we run around the red dirt circuit, which is the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway. He's absolutely dipped up and diving around the red dirt circuit. 1 and 2, we run. Josh Stewart, Hamish McAlpine. Who's going to get the good one? Down the back straightaway we run. McAlpine, Stewart. Then we head back to Brett South. Rob Borden. Looks like Jamie Goodwin slipped up into the second last. What number's that? That's going to be 5th. Not quite sure what's going on with, who is it? That's going to be... Forgot his name. We'll come as he comes around. It's the 28. That's going to be Jason Whitehead. Jason Whitehead, oh, he might be OUT out of this one, but I know who's not OUT out. He's still flying around the red dirt circuit, slipping and sliding 3 and 4, bumper to bumper. Main straightaway we run. Better couple of cars between them now. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart. Then we head back to Brett South, Rob Borden, and Jamie Goodwin at the rear of the field. 5 production sedans out into the track. As we fly on around, back straightaway, back streets of Boulder, slipping and sliding, 3 and 4, we run. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart, they're not backing down, almost bumper to bumper down the main straight. Not quite yet, he says, I'm going to have to find some more room. Around we go, he's bumper to bumper. 1 and 2, back straight away. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart. Then we head back to Brett South. Here comes Rob Borden on the outside. Is he going to be able to pass around 3 and 4? Slips back a little bit off the loud pedal. Hamish McAlpine still says, nope, you're not passing me, Mr. Stewart. I'm staying in first. You'll stay in second. Here comes Rob Borden down the main straight. He's absolutely flying. Rob Borden. Here he comes. Brett South says, I'm not giving up that easily. Gets a bit uneasy around 1 and 2. He keeps it nice and clean though. Back at our front runners though. McAlpine. Then we go back to Stewart. But wheel to wheel almost side by side. Main straightaway. Then we head back to Josh Stewart. Rob Borden. He's gained a bit of lead on, that looks like Brett South. And then we head to Jamie Goodwin with Jason Whitehead being OUT out of this one. Distance is building between our 2 front runners though. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart. 00, number 19, who's going to get it? They're not backing down, foot on the loud pedal, sliding around, 1 and 2, bit of a bump there. Well, I'm A-okay, you just gave me a boost, says McAlpine. I'm not backing down though, my foot's going to be on the loud pedal. Stewart, then we head back to Rob Borden, Jamie Goodwin with Brett South at the rear of the field at the moment. Number 19 of Josh Stewart, not backing down one bit, up high. I might try this one up here, not so easy, eh? Hamish McAlpine slipping into the first. Oh, he's still in that first one now. 1 lap to run as we come down. Almost 1 lap to one. 1 lap and 1/4 down the main straightaway we run. Less than about a car length between these 2 front runners now. 00, then we head back to the 13. McAlpine, Stewart. He's going to try it on the outside. He's going to try it on the inside. What's going to happen here? Side by side down the back straight away. Who's going to get into the 3 and 4? This is the second time we've seen this tonight. Amber Shaw did it in a bit of a bump there from McAlpine. He's not too happy about this one. He's going to slip it onto the infield. Is he going to be able to hold second? Rob Borden just gets, just uneasy. Josh Stewart, absolutely amazing move on turns 3 and 4. Stewart to win it. McAlpine to snag that second spot with Borden just absolutely missing out on that 3 spot. With Jamie Goodwin to round us out as our number 4. And of course, the number 91 of Brett South. That's going to round out our round number 2 for production sedans. The all an important Supermods coming up next. Stay tuned for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, Gwill's lagging at his job. He has to run over to Josh Stewart. But yes, he might be inquiring about how that bump happened between him and McAlpine went. But we'll soon find out. Alright, I have a winner for this text to win question. Which of course the question was, who won the first round of Supermods? And this person gave me the heat number, the name, the number, and the time. So I think, I'm just going to say, I think they deserve this one, as I can't seem to copy and paste it. But the winner of the text to win question is going to be Grace Patricks. They are going to win it. I didn't think they'd give me the time that they did in round number 1, but of course they did. So you'll receive a text message very shortly when I can figure out how to copy and paste it again. But we'll be back racing very shortly. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Four Supermods out into the track. Green lights to go. Who's it going to be for the good start? Looks like Grant Campbell. He's going to be the good one to watch this one. Number 12. He's slap banging it to the lead now. Four Supermods on the track. Not quite sure where the last one went, but we go green around the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 we run. Grant Campbell. Then we head back to, I believe that's the number 14 of Lance Beaver. And then we head to the 36 of David Guy, and the 6 of Darren Smith. They are going to be absolutely ripping the track up now. Grant Campbell, our race leader at the moment still. He's putting his foot on that loud pedal. He's not giving up without a fight. Grant Campbell, he's won the last one. Looks like he's going to win this one though. He's got a good start now. Amazing start from the green flag drop and the green light turn on. Grant Campbell. Then we head back to Lance Beaver. And of course, David Guy to round out our top 3. Top 4, which is going to be Darren Smith at the rear of the field. Grant Campbell, still our race leader, the number 12. Good to see Supermods back out here in the Goldfields. Absolutely love these cars. Grant Campbell, the number 12. Then we head to Lance Beaver. Who's this coming around the outside? Of course, it's going to be David Guy. He's trying to find some real estate up high. Doesn't look like he's going to get it, though. That back straight away we run. 3 and 4. Can David Guy gain a bit of distance between him and Lance Beaver? Looks like he might though, maybe not. He slipped back a little bit down the main straightaway. Grant Campbell, our race leader. Then we head back to Lance Beaver, David Guy, Darren Smith in the number 6 in the rear of the field. He's getting a bit more of a distance between them now. That's going to be Grant Campbell. Few car lengths between them now. Main straightaway, main straight of Kalgoorlie for the number 12. Here comes the rest of the pack as well. 14, 36 and 6. 14 of Lance Beaver, David Guy and Darren Smith to round us out for Supermods. As we leave the back straight, out of 3, now out of 4, main straightaway for our race leader. It's still going to be Grant Campbell, number 12. Then we head back to the number 14 of Lance Beaver, David Guy and Darren Smith. 4 cars out to the track. There's a car with their lights on in turn 2. Can you please turn them off? As we get back to the racing, still going to be Grant Campbell. And then after that, it's going to be Lance Beaver, David Guy, and of course at the rear of the field, Darren Smith. He's going to be putting a red hot crack in, even though, whoops, I got rid of me music there. As we get back to it, down the back streets of Boulder, we used to call it 3 and 4 we run now for our race leader. is still going to be Grant Campbell in the number 12. He's putting in a red hot effort. Foot on the loud pedal. Number 14, Lance Beaver. It's still going to sit in second place. David Guy in the 3. We haven't changed much since the start. Number 6 of Darren Smith. One more lap to run for our race leader though. The white flag's at the ready. It's dropping. One more lap to run for our race leader, which is going to be Grant Campbell. Number 12, 14 of Lance Beaver. David Guy, Darren Smith also in the mix too. Flying it on round back streets of Boulder into 3. Now out of 3 into 4. He comes around number 4 to the main straightaway. He's going to be our race winner, ladies and gentlemen, for round number 2. He won the first one. He's won the second one. Give it up for Grant Campbell, the number 12. He's going to win it for the second time tonight. He's going to be one to look out for. He was the text to win answer as well. Grant Campbell, Lance Beaver. As Kenny Scott said on the live stream, go Beaver. Well, he got second, so he did pretty well. Grant Campbell, Lance Beaver, and then we go to David Guy, 36. And of course, in the number 6 is going to be Darren Smith to round us out. What a magnificent race from these Supermods. Up next, for round number 3, Junior Sedans. Young Guns of the Sport. We'll see if Kane Della can make a redemption on young Amber Shaw to see if he can gain that first place back. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are getting ready for our Young Guns of the Sport Junior Sedans. Hitting the track now. We're locked, we're loaded, we're ready to rock and roll here at the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Who's it going to be off the good start here? Kano starts from behind Shorey. He's not going to like this one. Shorey to the front. Here comes Kane Della. He tips it in a bit hard. He saves it though. Yeah, massive save there from young Kane Della. Amber Shaw slips to the front still. Kane Della behind. Tyler Scott, Summer Shaw, and Regan Holland at the rear of the field. Absolutely having a blast of a time, I bet. Here comes Shorey down the main straightaway. She's absolutely flying. Kano's not so happy about this one. He tipped it a little too hard into turns 1 and 2. Massive save there though. As we fly it on around, Shorey still in the front. Amber Shaw in the number 4. Kane Della in the number 95. Then we head to Tyler Scott past young Summer Shaw in the number 3. As we pass lap traffic, which is going to be Regan Holland. Absolutely amazing effort. These drivers can barely even get their L plates on a car, let alone a moped, but they're here racing at Speedway. It's absolutely amazing to see. These are our young bloods of the Speedway. Kane Della and Amber Shaw. Amber Shaw is absolutely flying away from Kane Della. They've got about a full, or just about a 3/4 of a straight between the two. Amber Shaw, Kane Della. Then we head to Tyler Scott, Summer Shaw in the mix too. And of course, it's going to be Regan Holland to round us out for the 5 junior sedans onto the track. Round at number 3 is away. We're racing green, white to checkered, hopefully. Amber Shaw, Kane Della down the main straight. Here comes Tyler Scott around the outside of lap traffic, which is going to be the number 8 of Regan Holland. Here comes Summer Shaw in the mix too. She wants a bar of it as well. Down the main straight she runs. Young Summer Shaw into 1 and 2. Amber Shaw loving the middle of the track now. Up on the high line in the turns. Amber Shaw, the number 4, number 95 of Kane Della. Then we head to Tyler Scott in the 08. And Summer Shaw at the rear, in 3 and 4 now with Regan Holland in the number 8. 8, nope, 8 laps on the clock they started with. Not quite sure how many they've done and dusted. Lap traffic flag, passing flags coming out for Regan Holland, Tyler Scott down the main straight. 1 and 2 we run. Here comes Amber Shaw coming up on Summer Shaw, her younger sister. Lap traffic now, gets around it nice and easily. She's probably going to say, Summer cut Kane off, so I have more of an advantage. Kane Della around the outside. Main straightaway he runs. 1 and 2. Nice and easy along the outside. He's not giving up without a fight. His foot's on the loud pedal. Flat to the floor. Probably touching the red dirt. He's pushing it that hard. Amber Shaw, Kane Della. And then Tyler Scott, Summer Shaw, Regan Holland to round out 5 junior sedans onto the red dirt track in the Goldfields. Amber Shaw in the number 4. Kane O'Della, 95. The checkered flag's out. I missed the white flag. And I missed the call on the radio. Yep, that's alright. That's alright. We got the checkered flag. Young Amber Shaw is going to take it out though. Amber Shaw from Kane Della. Tyler Scott, Summer Shaw. And then it's going to be Regan Holland. But my oh my, what a good race by these young junior drivers. That's going to round us out for round number 3. Round number 4. Oh, not round number 4. Intermission coming up after these races. After Street Stocks, Late Models, Productions, Supermods. Then we get to the intermission where we can go see the cars, meet the drivers, get up close with these things. Young Lockie Della in the pace ute now. Swapping jobs since his car's a dud. No, I won't say that. His car's got some issues. He's good for jumping on the pace car now. Young Tyler Scott down the main straight. They're going to throw me out of whack for this one. We're going the normal way around for our street stocks. Who's it going to be on the start? Number 31. Who's that going to be? Tristan Strout. With it looks like Ben Ferris. But the green light turns on. Who's going to get the good start here? Strout, Ferris, Baumel in the mix too. Moynihan, Shaw and Hamill to round us out for our street stocks. Round number 3. Jack Baumel trying to get straight to the front of the pack. He's got to pass one more person. And that person's going to be Tristan Strout. Around the outside, maybe inside, outside. Who's it going to be? Straight behind like sheep. But a bit of a bump there. He holds it nice and clean though. Tristan Strout, our race leader. Then we head back to Baumel. And then Travis Moynihan. Ben Ferris, he's putting in a red hot crack too. Dean Shaw, not sure what's going on here. He's normally at the front of the pack. He's sitting at the rear now. Mitchell Hamill with Regan in his passenger seat. Cruising nice and easy at the back of the pack now. Back at the front though, Baumel, he's going to maybe try it on the inside. He's not quite fast enough yet. He's got to get a bit more power into the yellow banana car. The number 16, Baumel on the inside, straight on the outside. Bit of a bump there. He says, thank you, I'll take that. Gives me a bit of a boost. He slips to the front. Baumel at the front now. Strout in the second. Then we go back to Travis Moynihan. sitting comfortably in the third. Dean Shaw and Ben Ferris. Who's going to get it out of this one? It's almost wheel to wheel, bumper to bumper. Slips away now. Dean Shaw still staying in the fifth spot, maybe fourth. Who knows? As we go down the back straight away, they're the two closest drivers we've got so far, wheel to wheel, as we slipping and sliding into 3 and 4. Shorey goes to the inside. He looks like he's going to snag it though. Baumel still in the lead. Stratton second. Monahan, Shaw, and then Ben Ferris, Mitchell Hamill sitting at the rear of the field. As we keep it on going nice and easily, we run around the red dirt circuit, which is the Boise's equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Jack Baumel in the nice yellow 16 car out the front. Strout in the second, the number 31, Tristan Strout. Then we head back to Travis Monahan. Dean Shaw got some bumper damage on the rear side of his car. That's alright, we're still going strong. Ben Ferris sitting comfortably in that fifth spot. Sixth spot is going to be Mitchell Hamill. He's quite comfortably at the rear of the field. I know who's comfortable at the front of the field. That's going to be Jack Baumel, 16. Then we go back to our Tristan Stroud, Travis Monahan, our 2 and 3 runners. And then Dean Short around out our fourth, Ben Ferris in the fifth. Nice and easily we run around. Monahan trying to find, can I get around Mr. Stroud? Can I get around number 31? He's on the outside. Oh! Dives to the inside. Bit of a bang there. We're still going green. Travis slips up into the second now. Shaw into 3. Stroud goes into 4 with Ferris behind him and Mitchell at the rear of the field. Jack Baumel down the main straight away though. He's absolutely flying into 1 and 2 now. Last lap now. I believe that white flag is out. Yes, it is. Jack Baumel's got half a lap. Monahan's got to keep it for 1.5 to go. Travis Monahan, Dean Shaw, Tristan Strout, Ben Ferris, Mitchell Hamill, Jack Baumel around turns number 3 and 4. Main straightaway. White flag. Oh, nope. Maybe now. I don't know. He had the white flag out before. White flag is out now. 1 more lap to run for our race leader, which is going to be Jack Baumel. Checkered flags getting at the ready now. Checkered flag is about to drop for Jack Baumel, our race winner, ladies and gentlemen, for round number 3. Second win for tonight. Baumel, and then Travis Monahan, and then looks like it's going to be Dean Shaw, Travis Strout, Ben Ferris, Mitchell Hamill, with young Regan Carter sitting in his passenger seat. Rounding out round number 3 for our street stocks, ladies and gentlemen. What's coming up next? Indeed, it's going to be our late models coming up very soon. Late models, then we get to the production sedans. And then the all-important Supermods will hit the red dirt once again. And then we slip and slide into that intermission. But for now, we'll wait for the late models to make an appearance. And we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, scratch that. Maybe we're going straight into production since there's only 2 late models. As we go green, green, green for our production sedans, we're skipping the late model since there's only two. Who gets off to a good start there? Stewart straight into the wall. Gets bumped and nudged. Jason Whitehead blew a tyre on the last one, but he's going strong. This one, Jason Whitehead, Hamish McAlpine. Then we go back to the, who's it going to be? We'll find him here somewhere. Believe it's going to be Neville Manstead. We'll catch him. Yes, it is. Josh Stewart just behind him. Rob Borden and, of course, Ben South. We're all chopping and changing here. Jamie Goodwin at the rear of the field. Stewart goes up high, and then Manstead goes down low. He's still in the second. We go back to our front runners. They're pretty close. Jason Whitehead, Hamish McAlpine around turns number 3 and 4 side by side. Who's going to get it? Looks like it's going to be Whitehead. Into 1 and 2 we run. McAlpine's not going to be happy with this one. He's fighting back. He's not letting down. He goes up on the inside. He says, nope, you're not taking this from me now. Jason Whitehead says, I'm going to come back. Watch you wait. Watch you wait. And then we go to number 3, which is going to be Josh Stewart. He slips up into the 3. We go back a bit further. It's going to be Neville Manstead, Rob Borden. Then at the rear of the field, it's going to be Jamie Goodwin with, who's that going to be? Brett South. Into the infield. He's going to be a OUT out of this production race. Round number 3 here at the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Hamish McAlpine, Jason Whitehead, Josh Stewart, Rob Borden. And then we go back to Neville Manstead. And of course, Jamie Goodwin at the rear of the field in the number 24. Still going strong. Here comes Stewart up on the rear of Whitehead. He's not backing down. His foot's on the loud pedal. He's not giving up without a fight. Neither is McAlpine at the front of the pack. 00 in the white car. Nice and quick on him. He is McAlpine. Jason Whitehead. Then we go back to Josh Stewart. Behind Josh Stewart, it's going to be Neville Manstead. Then we head back to Jamie Goodwin. What's happened to Rob Borden? He slipped back to the rear of the field. Not quite sure what's happened there. But I'm sure he's not going to be happy with this one. He goes to the infield. He might be OUT out as well. Stewart hits, I don't know what he did there. He dived down to the inside. Whitehead, Stewart, who's going to get the better of him? Hamish McAlpine, still our race leader. Josh Stewart is still in 3 behind Jason Whitehead. Is he going to be able to pass? We're almost bumper to bumper around turns number 3 and 4. Bit of a bump, bit of a nudge. 19-28. Jason Whitehead, Josh Stewart. Here comes Neville Manstead in the mix as well. Is he going to be able to pass on the inside? We're almost side by side, wheel to wheel. Who's going to get it into turns 3 and 4? Looks like we're still going to stay as it is. We're side by side. Oh, as he corrects it. Goes on the curb. He's lost a bit of ground. He's not going to like this. Last lap coming up very soon. 1.5 to run for our race leader, which is Hamish McAlpine. And then it's going to be Jason Whitehead, Josh Stewart. And then we go back to Neville Manstead with Jamie Goodwin at the rear of the field. Here comes white flag. Is out for our race leader though, Hamish McAlpine. Here comes Jason Whitehead and Josh Stewart. Also get that white flag too. Neville Manstead in the mix too. Where's our race leader though? He's coming around 3 and 4. Stewart's not going to be able to make up the time, I don't think. Here comes McAlpine. They're around turns number 4. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. He gets the checkered flag for round number 3. Hamish McAlpine. Jason Whitehead in the 28. Josh Stewart in the number... Josh Stewart's number 19, Neville Manstead in the 17. My oh my, with Jamie Goodwin pulling into the infield with Brett South and Rob Borden, OUT out of that race. Which that is going to be it for round number 3 for our production sedans. One more race to come, Supermods, and then we head into the intermission. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. As we get these Supermods ready, locked and loaded, ready to rock and roll here at the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Round number 3, feature coming up next. How many are we going to have this time? Looks like we're going to have 5 on the circuit. We're locked, we're ready, we're loaded, we're ready to rock and roll. Round number 3 for the Supermods. Grant Campbell off the start. Who's it going to be? Around turn number 4. We're getting ready. We're going green. Main straightaway we run for round number 3. 12, it's going to be Grant Campbell. Up on the inside, it's slipping and sliding into turns 1 and 2. Who's on his outside? It's going to be Darren Smith up in that second spot. Then we go back to the 36 of David Guy. Where's Lance Beaver? He's sitting at the rear of the field at the moment. There comes Sean Lenry. He's back and racing. Good to see. But back at our front runner, though, he's putting in a red-hot effort. Grant Campbell, he's absolutely dipped up and diving round 1 and 2, slipping, sliding into the back streets of Bolton now. Grant Campbell, number 12. Then we head back to Darren Smith in the number 6. I'm getting Lenry. Leary, I apologise for that one. Sean Leary, but back at the race at hand, we still got Grant Campbell up in that front position now. Sean Leary in that second now. Then we head back to number 3. Number 3 is still going to be David Guy, I believe. Yep, David Guy. Then we head to the number 5 of Sean Leary. And the number 14 at the back of the pack, that's going to be Lance Beaver. Unlike him to be at the back of the pack, though, he's normally at the front with Grant Campbell. He's absolutely flying, though. He's not backing down off his loud pedal. Grant Campbell in the number 12. Then we head to the number 6 of Darren Smith. Number 36 in the mix, too. That's going to be David Guy. Your top 3 out here at the moment. We go back a bit further. One stopped on the infield. Who's that going to be? That's going to be Sean Larry. He might be OUT out of this race, but we're still going green. We might go green, white to checkered. Hopefully we can do that for the 20-lap feature race and the 25-lap production feature race coming up after intermission. We're still flying around the red dirt circuit. Grant Campbell, he's slipping back a little bit. Who's this on the outside? He might be lapped. He might be caught up, That's David Guy around the outside. What's going to happen here? He's around the outside, side by side, down the back straight away. Oh, who's going to get into turns 3 and 4? Grant Campbell slips back into second. Unlike him, he might be letting him get in front. Then he's going to put his foot on the loud pedal. 36 of David Guy. He's our race leader. Grant Campbell in the second. Then we head back to the 6 of Darren Smith. Where's that Lance Beaver? He's at the back of the pack. Here he comes down the main straightaway. As the rest of the pack comes in to the main straightaway now. Main straight for 36. It's still going to be David Guy. And then we go back to Grant Campbell. 12, 1.5 to run for these four drivers out into the track now. David Guy, his foot's on the loud pedal. He's not backing down one bit at the moment. As we fly on around, 1 lap to run now. Down the main straightaway he comes for David Guy. Here comes Grant Campbell as well. Don't know what happened here. He might be saving his energy for the feature race coming up after intermission. Then we go back to Darren Smith in the number 6. And, of course, Lance Beaver at the back of the pack. But around out of 3, now out of 4 to the main straightaway for our race winner. Checkered flag at the ready. It's going to be David Guy to round us out for round number 3. David Guy. And then we head to Grant Campbell in the number 12. After Grant Campbell, it's Darren Smith with Lance Beaver, with Sean Larry being OUT out of this one, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll see him for the feature race, though. But we know what this calls for. This calls for intermission, ladies and gentlemen. So that means once the drivers are back in their pits, out of their cars and whatnot, we'll open up them pit gates and we'll be ready. So you can see the drivers, or see the cars meet the drivers, but that is going to call it for intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to head over to the canteen to grab some nice munchies, which I will probably do very soon. But yes, the intermission time is up, and after intermission we'll get into the all-important feature races, which includes the Production Sedan Challenge, 25 laps on the clock. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a lovely time. We're locked, we're loaded, we're ready to rock and roll here in the Goldfields, which is the boys' equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Jackson Goodwin off the start, Summer Shaw, Tyler Scott, young Kane Della, Amber Shaw at the back of the pack. It's going to be Regan Holland to round us out. As the green light comes, Kano Dunn goes to the outside. Amber Shaw, Summer Shaw in the mix too. Jackson Goodwin in the inside. Kane Della straight to the front. Here comes Amber Shaw on the outside of her younger sister Summer. Tyler Scott in the mix too. Jackson Goodwin also. Young Kane O'Della smack bang it out in the front now. He's on the loud pedal. He's not backing down. Amber Shaw's on the hunt though. On his bumper around turn number 4. Main straightaway we run. She might have a bit more power. She might have a bit more knowledge. Kane Della's got the driving skill though. Kane Della, Amber Shaw, Tyler Scott. Then we head back to Summer Shaw. And then of course Jackson Goodwin and Regan Holland at the rear of the field. Into 3 and 4 off the back straightaway. Lap traffic for the two front runners. Kano, Amber, 95 and 4. Who's going to get the better of it? We've got 12 laps on the clock for this feature race. First feature race for tonight. Kane, Della, Amber Shaw. Tyler Scott sitting comfortably in that third place now. Here comes Amber Shaw on the outside though. 3 and 4 we slipping and sliding into. Kane on the inside, Amber on the outside. Who's going to get the better of it as we head into the main straightaway? Turns 1 and 2 back straightaway. Kane speeds it up. Amber backs off a little bit, allowing Tyler Scott to try and slide it on into that 4. We get a bit topsy-turvy from Tyler Scott in the number 08. Kane Della still sitting comfortably in that leading position now. Amber Shaw following behind. Then we head to Tyler Scott. We go back a bit further. It's going to be Summer Shaw. After Summer Shaw, it's Jackson Goodwin in the number 6 and Regan Holland to round us out in that at the rear of the field. But back at our two front runners, they're dipped up and diving into 1 and 2 off the main street of Kalgoorlie. We run number 95, number 4 on the high line. Amber Shaw, Kane Della, who's going to get the better of it? Not quite sure how many laps we've done and dusted. There's a few done now as we fly it on around 3 and 4. 3 and 4, main straightaway into 1 and 2. Kane Della, still Amber Shaw. Then we head back to Tyler Scott, Summer Shaw, which is closely followed by Jackson Goodwin. Here come our two front runners now. We might get a bit of lap traffic by the end of it now as we fly it on around 3 and 4. Lap traffic for places looks like 4 and 5 around the outside, nice and easily though. Kane Della, Amber Shaw, feet on the loud pedal, not backing around one bit. Kane Della, Amber Shaw. Then we head back to Tyler Scott, Summer Shaw, Jackson Goodwin and Regan Holland in that number 8 on the main straightaway. We're still going nice and strong though. Main straightaway we run for our two front runners. Round 1 and 2 we run into the back straight. Kane Della, Amber Shaw, Tyler Scott coming on around lap traffic of Jackson Goodwin and maybe Summer Shaw in the process as well. Kane Della, Amber Shaw, she's got her heart set on that inside line. Kane's running the high line. Let's see if it works out for him. Not quite sure how many laps we've got to go, I'm sure there's a few. Here comes Amber Shaw on the inside of turns number 2. Back straight away, side by side. Kane Della loses that front position. Amber Shaw, Kane Della says, no you don't. I want it too wide around turns number 4 into the main straightaway. Who's going to get the better of it? Kane Amber into 1 and 2. Looks like Kane's going to get the better of it out of this lap now. 1.5 laps to run for these junior sedan drivers. Kane Della, Amber Shaw. Then we head back to Tyler Scott, Summer Shaw. In the mix too is going to be Jackson Goodwin and Regan Holland. Here comes Amber Shaw on the outside. Lap traffic may cause a bit of topsy-turvy action around this red dirt circuit. Kane Delaware and Amber Shaw, 1 more lap to run. She's got 1 more lap to pass Kane to get that podium on the feature race. She did it last time. Can she do it this time? Looks like she's got too much of a distance now. Checkered flag at the ready. Kane Delaware, Amber Shaw. Around turns number 4 into the main straight now. Kane Della is going to win the feature race for our junior sedans, the young guns of the sport, and they are quite showing that tonight. Kane Della, number 95, is going to gain that first place. Amber Shaw to gain the second. Tyler Scott, Jackson Goodwin, Summer Shaw, and Regan Holland to round us out for our first feature race for tonight. Ben Ferris off that pole sit and start. Mitchell Hamill with Regan in the car. Travis Monahan. Then we go to number 31, which is going to be Tristan Strout. Jack Baumel, the rear of the field with Dean Shaw. Yellow lights are flashing. Pace car's going to pull off over to the chief steward next door to call that green light. As we get going, 15 laps the journey for the feature race for the street stocks. Mitchell Hamill off to a flying start. We'll see if he can keep that going very shortly. Here comes, looks like it's going to be, where is it? Travis Monahan up to the second spot. Ben Ferris, Jack Baumel, Dean Shaw. Then we head back to looks like it's going to be Tristan Strout in the rear of the field. Mitchell Hamill putting in a red hot crack. Haven't seen this much energy from him tonight. Number 31 out and about in the lead. He gets unstumbled. Oh my, Travis Monahan slips up into the first spot now. Jack Barmel's hunting down Mitchell. Ben Ferris, Dean Shaw in the mix too. As we go to 2 laps done and dusted. Here comes Travis Monahan, Mitchell Hamill with Regan in the passenger seat. Jack Baumel, Dean Shaw on the inside. Who's that on the outside? It's going to be Ben Ferris. Mitchell to the inside. Bit of a bump from Dean to Jack. We're still going green though. Travis Monahan in the 33 is going strong up the front though. Jack Baumel's got a bit of work to get up to the front runner now. Dean Shaw in the number 4. Ben Ferris on the outside. Here comes Strout in the number 31. Mitchell Hamill slips back to the rear of the field after going on the infield for a bit. As we go back to our race leader, though, it's still going to be Travis Moynihan, the number 33 in the FQ Falcon, absolutely flying around the red dirt circuit. The VF Commie absolutely storming after him. Fought on the loud pedal, sliding into 1 and 2. He's got his eyes set on one location. That's in front of Travis Moynihan, who's pulling to the infield. Looks like it's going to be Dean Shaw. Not sure what's going on here. But we get back to the race. Travis Moynihan, here comes Jack Baumel. Ben Ferris in the mix too in the number 32. Then we go to Tristan Strout in the 31. The 31 of Mitchell Hamill as well. Looks like Dean Shaw is going to be OUT out of this feature race. We're still going strong though. Jack is catching up to Travis Moynihan. He's got a bit of distance to go now. Not so much anymore. A few car lengths, if that, down the back streets of Boulder. Travis Moynihan, Jack Baumel. Then we go back to Ben Ferris, Tristan Stratt, and Mitchell Hamill. On the inside, on the outside, wheel to wheel, just about nice and close down the main straight. On the inside away, it's Jack Baumel. Who's it going to be? Jack Travis down the back straightaway out of turns number 2. Back straightaway, looks like it's going to be Travis Moynihan into 3 and 4. Jack on the inside. Doesn't look like Travis is going to give him much room. He's going to stay in the front. You're not passing me anytime soon. Travis Moynihan, Jack Baumel. Then we head back to Ben Ferris, Tristan Strout, Mitchell Hamill in the mix too. On the inside now, Jack Baumel on Travis. We've got a pass. Jack's our race leader now. Jack's Baumel. Then we go to Travis Moynihan, Ben Ferris, Tristan Stratt, and Mitchell Hamill at the rear of the field. Travis isn't giving up without a fight though. I want this first place. 33-16, Jack and Travis. Then Ben Ferris in that 3 spot now. He's the number 32 on the main straight. 1 and 2 he runs. Back to the back straightaway now. Jack Baumel's put on the loud pedal, slipping and sliding into 3 and 4. Now into the main straightaway for Jack Baumel. Then we go back to Travis Moynihan, the 33. He's not going to be happy. He got passed by Mr. Jack. He knows what he's doing. He knows the track. Then comes Ben Ferris down the main straight into 1 and 2. So does Tristan Strout in the 31. Mitchell Hamill following behind him, but back a little bit further, entering the main straightaway now. Still going to be Jack Baumel, Travis Moynihan. Distance isn't going anywhere, about the same for the last 2 laps, I'd say. Jack Baumel, Travis Moynihan. Down the back straightaway they run, Jack Travis. Then we go back to Ben Ferris. He's in that 3 spot, down the back straightaway. Down the main straightaway though, it's still going to be Jack Baumel, Travis Moynihan, and then we head back to Ben Ferris, Tristan Strout in the mix too. He's sitting quite comfortably in that 4th spot. Don't know what happened to Mitchell. He was leading this pack like he owned it, Mitchell Hamill, but here comes the actual owner of the pack. It's Jack Baumel in the number 16. He's absolutely flying. He knows where he wants to be. He wants to be up the front. He doesn't want to be near anyone. Jack Baumel, Travis Moynihan in the 33, 32 of Ben Ferris. Then we head back to the number 31 of Tristan Strout as we fly on around 1 lap to go for our race leaders. The distance is quite building now. Don't know what happened. I wasn't quite watching the 2 front runners. Jack Baumel, Travis Moynihan getting around the lap traffic of Mitchell Hamill. Half a lap to go for Jack Baumel. Nope, not half a lap. 1 lap to go. Oh, never mind. White flags out. Checkered flags out now. Jack Baumel. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Magnificent effort from Jack Baumel. He's going to win the street stock feature. 15 laps on the dot. Green, white to checkered, done and dusted for the street stock feature race. Jack Baumel, Travis Moynihan, Ben Ferris, Tristan Strout, and Mitchell Hamill and Dean Shaw, which was OUT out of that feature. As we go, get ready for the next one. It's going to be the production sedans. They're having a challenge tonight, 25 laps on the clock. We'll see if we can go green to white to checkered, just like these streeties just did. But I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. But come on, give it up, guys. Give it up for Jack Baumel after that magnificent race effort in this feature race. Never mind, we might be having the late models out for their feature. Forgot about them, to be honest, so we'll smack them into the mix as well. David Boys, Sean Cubbage, 2 late models out onto the track now. Green, green, green down the main straightaway we run. David Boys letting Sean Cubbage get a bit of a head start, giving him a bit of a challenge. Might get him nice and close this time. Sean Cubbage, our race leader in the number 7. Then we head back to 90 of David Boys. He's absolutely loving this red dirt out here at the moment. Dipped up and diving, turns 4, main straightaway, 1 and 2. We run for our 2 late models out into the track now. Sean Cubbage, nice and easy. Here comes Boise up along the high line, absolutely steaming away. He's got some ground to cover. How many laps we've got? We've got 15 on the clock. Sean Cubbage on the curb, Boise on the outside. Distance is slowly getting smaller as we fly it on around. Boise, Cubbage, Sean Cubbage, David Boys. Down the back straightaway we run though. Number 7 and number 92 late models for the feature race. Cubbo on the inside. Boise loving the middle line / high line. He's absolutely throwing it sideways as hard as he can. Whoa, bit of a break there from Cubbo. Boise spun it out. My, oh my. Yes, as the yellow lights come on. Boise slowly, he might get it going again. What's he doing? Yep, he's got it going again. Just near Cubbo. Yeah, Sean Cubbage slipped it down a little bit. As we get it going green again, Cubbo and then Boise. Got about half a track between the two now. Don't know if Boise likes this. He's got a bit more ground to cover now, about 1 straightaway, I'd say. Cubbo and Boise. Sean Cubbage, our VP, down the main straightaway out of turns number 4. 1 and 2 we run. Here comes Boise, absolutely flying. Runs into the wall. Oh my. He's not having a good time, this one. He's off again. Bits dangling from his car, but he's called it. That is right. Chief Stewart next door called it. Checkered flag. Cubbo, I'm going to say, is going to take that one. And Boise won't be happy with that one. You don't normally see Boise mess up, but when you do, it's not good indeed. But David Boys, don't know really what he's doing, but yeah, Sean Cubbage is going to take out that feature race for the late models. Now we should have the productions coming up next for their 25 lap feature. McAlpine off the start. Stewart next to him. The top two out there. Then we go back to Jason Whitehead, Rob Borden. After that, it's going to be Brett South. And after we go to 24, which is Jamie Goodwin. And at the rear of the field, it is going to be Neville Manstead. "25 laps on the clock here in the Goldfields. We're locked, we're loaded, we're ready to rock and roll. Production Sedan Challenge about to get underway for 2021. As the green lights come on, turn number 4, main straightaway we run. Hamish McAlpine straight on the loud pedals, throwing it sideways into 1 and 2. Josh Stewart not giving up without a fight. Rob Borden in the mix too. Jason Whitehead. Then we go back to Ben South. After that, we're going to go back to Jamie Goodwin. And, of course, in the rear of the field, Neville Manstead. Hamish McAlpine out in the front, though. Few carlings between him and Josh Stewart. Rob Borden. Then we go back to the 28. Never mind the 91 of Brett South. Snags that 4th spot now. After that, we're going to go back to Jason Whitehead in the number 28. Slipping back into the 5th spot. 24 of Jamie Goodwin, I mean. And then we got Neville Manstead. Our front runner, though, still going to be Hamish McAlpine out of the main straightaway. Main straight at Kalgoorlie, 1 and 2 we run. Back straightaway now, Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart, Rob Borden. Our 3 front runners out there at the moment. Pretty equal distance between the 3 of them. We go back a bit further. Here comes Jason Whitehead around the number 91 of Brett South. The closest cars we've got. Here comes Jamie Goodwin. He wants a bit of the action too. Our front runners still pretty equal as we fly it on round 1 and 2. Back straightaway we run now. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart, Rob Borden. Then we head back to Jason Whitehead, Brett South, Jamie Goodwin, and of course Neville Manstead in the number, looks like 17, down the main straight, past the commentary box. 1 and 2 we run. Hamish McAlpine, the 00, the number 19 of Josh Stewart. Can't seem to catch up, neither can Rob Borden. He's slipping behind. That's that little bit further in that 3 spot now. Jason Whitehead quite comfortably in that 4th spot as we fly it on around. Josh Stewart slips it out a little bit, loses a bit of ground. He's up in the loose stuff, up in that middle line now. Hamish McAlpine in the 00 still sitting comfortably in the lead. As we go back a bit further, Josh Stewart, Rob Borden. Then we head to Jason Whitehead, number 91 of Brett South. And it looks like Neville Manstead is going to pass 24 of Jamie Gill. All pretty easy. We go around the red dirt circuit. 25 laps on the clock for the Production Sedan Challenge here in the Goldfields. The Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Number 00 of Hamish McAlpine. Josh Stewart not so far behind him. Neither is Rob Borden. Top 3 out there at the moment. Jason Whitehead also in the mix too. He's sitting quite comfortably in that 4th spot. The distance is slowly getting smaller for these 2 front runners though. Hamish McAlpine and Josh Stewart. These boys know how to race. They certainly do. Main straightaway still getting smaller and smaller. A few car lengths now. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart, Rob Borden. Then we head to Jason Whitehead, Brett South. And then we go to Neville Manstead and Jamie Goodwin. Looks like the number 17 of Neville's going to pass him on the inside. That leaving Brett South going into the 5th spot and Neville Manstead going into the 5th spot. With Brett South going into the 6th. Go back to our front runner still. It's going to be Hamish McAlpine. Distance is pretty even between the 3 at the front. Hamish McAlpine, the 00, the 19 of Josh Stewart. Then we head back to Rob Borden. Rob Borden is, of course, going to be 25 out there. Bit of smoke from 28 of Jason Whitehead. We're still going green, though. We might go green, white to checkered. Jason Whitehead down the main straightaway. Here come the rest of the pack out of turn number 4, though. Number 17 of Neville Manstead in the mix. Number 91 of Brett South and 24 of Jamie Goodwin. Here comes the rest of the pack. Our race leader still Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart and Rob Borden and Jason Whitehead. Our top 4, pretty equal distance between the lot. We all flying on around turns 1 and 2. Back straights at Boulder into turns 3 and 4. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart, Rob Borden. And then Jason Whitehead, top 4 out there. We go back to 5, 6 and 7. That's going to be Neville Manstead, Brett South, Jamie Goodwin in the mix too. We're going strong, nice and easily around to 1 and 2. Back straight away now. Pretty equal around as we fly. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart slowly catching the lap traffic. Hamish McAlpine, and then Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart in the mix too. He's sitting comfortably in that second place. Then we head back to, it looks like Rob Borden. He's absolutely flying out there now. Rob Borden. Then we head back to Jason Whitehead. Up on the inside of lap traffic of Jamie Goodwin. Nice and easily as he goes around. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart, still Rob Borden and Jason Whitehead. Those are your top 4 out there on the track now. We got a bit more lap traffic coming up now. Will it play a factor? Josh Stewart on the inside of Jamie Goodwin. Hamish McAlpine trying to get around Brett South. Down the main straightaway we run. Distance is quite even now. Hamish McAlpine getting in the high stuff. Might slow him down, might make him quicker. He's still got to get around number 91. He's absolutely flying around 91 now. Turns 3 and 4, Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart and Rob Borden. Our top 3 around the outside, nice and easily as we run. That's Brett South. He's sitting, I believe, at the rear of the field. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart, Rob Borden. Or maybe not, Jason Whitehead in the mix too. Don't know what's happening with Rob Borden's car. He's slowing down. It's not a good thing to see. That leaves Jason Whitehead slipping into the 3 spot around the outside of Hamish McAlpine, around the outside of Neville Manstead in the 17. Then we go back to Josh Stewart in the 19. He's got to get around Brett South now. Looks like Rob Borden might be OUT out. Not quite sure how many laps we've got to go. Here comes Hamish McAlpine. Josh Stewart getting around Brett South, the number 91. One more lap traffic till he can get his eyes on the prize of Hamish McAlpine. It's got to be Neville Manstead in the way. We go back a bit further. It's Jason Whitehead and then Jamie Goodwin at the rear of the field. Back at our front runner though. He's putting in the effort of into 1 and 2 now. Hamish McAlpine. Josh Stewart nicely around. He's got one more. Can he get it? Let's see if he can get it. He's got about half a straight, 3/4 of a straight to catch up to Hamish McAlpine in that leading position now. Hamish McAlpine, Josh Stewart. Then we head back to Jason Whitehead. Where is he? He's on the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 we run. Jason Whitehead. Then we head to Neville Manstead in the number 17. Maybe, he might be pulling to the infield. Another one, maybe OUT out of this race. Here comes Jamie Goodwin down the main straightaway though. Not too many cars left. Maybe 2 or 3 out. Number 91 maybe out too. That's going to be Brett South. Maybe Neville Manstead is going to be OUT out as well. But I know who's not. Hamish McAlpine. He's still going strong. Foot on the loud pedal, slipping and sliding around 3 and 4. Hamish McAlpine from Josh Stewart. Then we head back to Jason Whitehead and Jamie Goodwin. 4 cars left on the track now. 3 are OUT out of this feature race. Production Sedan Challenge in full swing here at the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Hamish McAlpine coming up on a bit of lap traffic. Hits the curb a little bit. Nice and strong though. Hamish McAlpine, nice and close with Jamie Goodwin. Then we go back to Josh Stewart. Number 19 of Josh Stewart. Then we go back to Jason Whitehead. 1.5 to run. 1.5 to run for our race leader though. Here comes Hamish McAlpine, absolutely storming away. We're going to go green to white to checkered. Hamish McAlpine from Josh Stewart. Then we head back to Jason Whitehead and Jamie Goodwin. Half a lap to run now for a 20-lap feature race for the Production Sedan Challenge. 3/4 of a lap, a 1/4 of a lap now. Hamish McAlpine out of turn number 4. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. The 00 of Hamish McAlpine is going to snag it nice and easily. Not quite sure. One's lost a tyre. We're still going strong. Something's wrong with Josh Stewart's car. My, oh my. What a crazy way to end a feature race. Hamish McAlpine, our race winner from Josh Stewart. And I believe it may be Jamie Goodwin now since Jason Whitehead lost a tyre. We all basically went green to white to check Jason. Jason Whitehead is looking at how the hell did I just lose this tyre? I'm just unreal. I don't know what this is. I've lost my tyre. Not happy. But my oh my, green to white to checkered. Hamish McAlpine is going to win the feature race, the production sedan challenge, right smack bang here in the Goldfields at the Boise's Equipment Kalgoorlie International Speedway, with Josh Stewart sitting in that second place. And I believe it will be Jamie Goodwin for the 3 and Jason Whitehead for the 4, with the 3 OUT out, which was Brett South, Neville Manstead, and I believe Rob Borden. As we slowly but surely make our way over to the middle of the infield for number 28 of Jason Whitehead's car. Should be sending out these Supermods for the last feature of tonight very shortly indeed. They should be coming out right about now, I'm going to say. Can't see in the pits, but pretty sure that they are going out. It's the first one of Darryl Smith in the number 6. Rocks it on out. The number 12, which is going to be Grant Campbell. 2 out and about at the moment. Number 14, which is going to be Lance Beaver. Now these two, number 12 and number 14. Ones to look out for this feature race. 20 laps on the clock. We'll see how we can end up going to this one. Number 36 of David Guy out onto the infield now, We've got 3 out here so far. We should have 2 more coming out. 1 more coming out, I mean. Here he comes, 87 of Chris Ray. Haven't really seen him much tonight, but I'm glad he's made it out for this feature race. 5 Supermods out and about, getting ready to rock and roll. Once again, here in the Goldfields, the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. As we get ready to rock and roll here in the Goldfields, Supermods, 20 laps on the clock. Hopefully we can go green to white to checkered. 5 Supermods out there. Grant Campbell and the number 36 of David Guy. Starting out the front, 14 of Lance Beaver and Daryl Smith. Behind him, Chris Ray at the rear of the field. We're about to get underway. 20 laps on the clock. Out of turn number 4 we go. Green, green, green down the main straightaway. Straight on the loud pedal. That's going to be Grant Campbell straight to the front of the pack. Still showing pretty even now. Bit of a bump there from the number 6 of Daryl Smith. Going A-OK now. 4 straight in a line. Single file basically. Around turn number 4 we go. Grant Campbell. Then we go back to the 36. It's going to be David Guy. 14 of Lance Beaver. Then we head to Daryl Smith. And at the rear of the field, having the time of his life, is Chris Ray in the number 87. Back to the back straightaway. 3 and 4 we run. Still going to be Grant Campbell, the number 12, in the leading position now. Lance Beaver slips it up into the second spot. Then we go back to David Guy in the 3. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to be Daryl Smith in that 3 spot. He's not going without a fight though. Here comes David Guy along the outside. He might get 2 positions here. Maybe not. Lance Beaver says, you're not coming in here, mate. I'm going to stick to my second place. I'm going to go on the inside. You're going to go on the outside. Cut you off here. Main straightaway we run. Grant Campbell still our race leader at number 12. Then we head back to Lance Beaver. And of course, David Guy along the outside. Daryl Smith in the mix too. Then we head back to Chris Ray at the rear of the field in the 87. Down the main straightaway we run. Here's our race leader, 1 and 2. He runs. Grant Campbell, number 12. Then we head back to Lance Beaver. Here comes. Looks like Daryl Smith along David Guy. He says, no, you're not. I'm staying in this 3. I might not get 2, but I'm sure as hell not getting 4. I'm staying where I am. Lap traffic. Could this cause an issue for the drivers behind? Maybe it can. Stars out in front, 87. We're still going strong though. Grant Campbell, Lance Beaver. Then we head back to David Guy. And at 4th spot, it's going to be Daryl Smith. Still going nice and strong though. Single file around the red dirt circuit, which is the Boise's Equipment, Kalgoorlie International Speedway. Grant Campbell. Then we go back to Lance Beaver, David Guy, and of course Daryl Smith at the rear in at number 4. Pretty close indeed for them two. 3 and 4th positions. David Guy and Daryl Smith. The number 12 of Grant Campbell, absolutely loving life at the front of the pack. No one in his way, only the lap traffic when he comes around it. Grant Campbell from Lance Beaver in the 14. Along the back straightaway though, it's Daryl Smith. He's put his foot on the loud pedal. Slammed it on past David Guy. We've got a change of positions now. 3 and 4 main straightaway. 1 and 2 we run. Number 6 of Daryl Smith in the in that third spot now. Then we head back to David Guy. He slipped back a little bit further. Where's our race leader? He's coming around. 3 and 4 main straightaway. He runs. Number 12, which is going to be Grant Campbell, nice and strong. Lance Beaver. Then we head back to Daryl Smith in the 6th. And, of course, David Guy in the 4th spot. Then we head back to the rear of the field, which is going to be Chris Ray just cruising on around on the infield nice and easily. He's having the time of his life. Number 12 down the main straightaway. 20 laps is the journey for this feature race for the Supermods. Right smack bang here in the Goldfields. Grant Campbell still our race leader. Then we head back to Lance Beaver. Lance Beaver, looks like we've had a change again. David Guy, these two are swapping and changing all night, all race. David Guy and then Daryl Smith. We might get another pass here on soon. Number 36 and number 6 both have 6. But I know one of these boys wants 3rd position. Not quite sure who it's going to be, David Guy or Daryl Smith. I know who's in first though. It's going to be Grant Campbell. Lance Beaver sitting nice and comfortably. What's happened here? One smacked it onto the infield. Who's it going to be? The 36 of David Guy. Not quite sure what's happening here. And he is pulled to the infield. He might be OUT out, leaving the 4 Supermods on the track now. Grant Campbell still our race leader coming around the lap traffic of the 87 of Chris Ray. Grant Campbell, the number 12. Lance Beaver, the 14 in the Supermod 6, which is going to be Daryl Smith. Nice and easily we go around the red dirt circuit. Still going to be Grant Campbell in the number 12 leading the pack like he does, like he loves, absolutely flying. Lance Beaver in the mix too, sitting nice and comfortably in that 2nd place. Here comes the number 6, he's sitting 3rd. Daryl Smith and Chris Ray at the rear of the field. Pretty even around the track at the moment, all around turn number 3. Turn number 1 and 2 we run now for our race leader, Grant Campbell. He's 1-2. And now I believe he's going to win this one as well. He's going to win the feature race for the Supermods. Grant Campbell, number 12. Then we head back to Lance Beaver in the 14. And then after that, it's going to be the 6 of Daryl Smith. Daryl Smith from Chris Ray, sitting nice and comfortably at the rear in the 86 Mobile. Nice and easily we make it on around this red dirt circuit. Grant Campbell from Lance Beaver, number 12 from number 14. Then we head back to the number 6, which is going to be Daryl Smith, also in the mix too. Not much is happening out here at the moment, but we're still going nice and strong. Our race leader coming on 3 and 4. Main straightaway we run. Grant Campbell absolutely killing it out there. One's on the infield. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Chris Ray. 1.5 to run. 1.5 to run now for our race leader, which is still going to be Grant Campbell. Then we go back to Lance Beaver. After Lance Beaver, it's going to be Daryl Smith with 87 of Chris Ray. 1 lap to go for our front runners. It's still going to be Grant Campbell. He's our race leader at the moment. He's got half a lap to run. One goes sideways off of turn number 2. It's going to be the 87. But around turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Grant Campbell in the number 12. He's going to collect that checkered flag. In 2nd place, we're going to have Lance Beaver. After Lance, we're going to have the number 6 of Daryl Smith. And then Chris Ray to round us all out over Red Rover for the production, for the Supermod feature. Right here in the Goldfields. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for number 12, Grant Campbell. Show your appreciation. We don't see these drivers down here very much. Flash your lights, toot your horns, make them feel welcome here in the Goldfields. Supermod feature winner, Grant Campbell, number 12, ladies and gentlemen.